From the dawn of civilization, when humanity first began to organize and build, a fundamental question arose, echoing through the ages. Humanity has been obsessed with one question, a question that has driven innovation, shaped cultures, and fueled countless endeavors. What does the future hold? What awaits us beyond the horizon of today? This wasn't just idle curiosity, it was a matter of survival, a critical need woven into the fabric of daily existence. In unpredictable worlds, where storms could wipe out entire settlements in a single night, famine could decimate populations, and war could shatter the fragile peace, foresight meant power, the ability to protect your people and secure your legacy. Early societies believed the universe was a tapestry, woven by divine hands, a complex system of cause and effect, and if they could read the signs, the movements of stars, the alignment of planets, omens in nature, or the pronouncements of oracles, they might understand the will of the gods, and therefore the course of future events. These practices, born from necessity and wonder, shaped religion, providing frameworks for understanding the world, science, as early astronomers and mathematicians sought to decode the secrets of the cosmos and social order, establishing hierarchies and systems of governance based on perceived divine favor and knowledge, guiding rulers in their decisions, informing farmers about planting seasons, and offering solace and direction to families navigating the uncertainties of life. Even today, in our technologically advanced world, our fundamental desire to predict the future persists. We analyze vast amounts of data, seek patterns in complex algorithms, and forecast economic trends and weather patterns, just as our ancestors did, albeit with different tools. The ancient quest for foresight connects us across millennia, highlighting the enduring human need to understand and prepare for what lies ahead, reminding us that the hope for a better tomorrow, the yearning to shape our destinies, is a timeless and universal aspiration. By exploring these ancient practices from astrology to divination, we gain a deeper understanding of how the need to know the future has always shaped our world, influencing our beliefs, our actions, and our very understanding of ourselves. In ancient Mesopotamia, nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, a civilization flourished that would forever change how humanity perceived the universe. Astrology became a sophisticated tool, far more than simple fortune-telling. It was a complex system for understanding fate, predicting events, and interpreting the will of the gods. The night sky was not just a beautiful vista, but a divine script, meticulously written by the celestial beings themselves. Each planet was seen as a manifestation of a god, a powerful entity whose influence extended directly to the earthly realm. The movements of these celestial bodies were carefully observed and interpreted, as their paths were believed to foretell significant events on Earth, from the rise and fall of empires to the fortunes of individuals. The Baru, the priest astronomers, were the interpreters of this divine language. They meticulously recorded celestial phenomena, charting the courses of planets and stars with incredible precision for their time. This dedication led to the building of vast archives of astronomical data, a treasure trove of knowledge passed down through generations. Kings, believing their reign was divinely ordained, heavily relied on the Baru's interpretations. They sought astrological guidance before making any major decision, whether it concerned war, diplomacy, or even large-scale construction projects. Even a seemingly simple event like a lunar eclipse could trigger elaborate rituals, complex ceremonies designed to avert potential disaster and appease the celestial powers. The Baru's influence was immense, extending far beyond the temple walls. They played a crucial role in shaping politics and society, advising rulers and guiding important decisions. And it wasn't just the elite. Ordinary people also sought the counsel of astrologers for personal guidance, hoping to understand their own destinies. This widespread belief in a cosmic connection provided a sense of order and meaning in what could often feel like a chaotic and unpredictable world. Mesopotamian astrology, with its intricate system of celestial interpretation, laid the foundation for many later astrological traditions around the world, and its core idea, that our lives are intimately linked to the vast cosmos, continues to fascinate and intrigue us even today, millennia after its inception. The stars, once seen as divine messengers carrying the will of the gods, still remain powerful symbols of our enduring human quest for meaning and our place within the grand tapestry of the universe. On the slopes of Mount Parnassus, a place steeped in mythology and natural beauty, lies a site of immense historical and spiritual significance. This mountain, shrouded in mist and legend, was believed to be the home of the Muses, the goddesses of arts and sciences, and a favorite haunt of Apollo, the god of light, music, and prophecy. Here, the Oracle of Delphi, nestled within the Temple of Apollo, served as the conduit between the divine and mortal realms. It was the voice of Apollo, resonating through the priestess Pythia, offering guidance and warnings to those who sought its wisdom. For centuries, the pronouncements of the Oracle of Delphi held sway, shaping the course of Greek history and influencing the decisions of kings, generals, and ordinary citizens alike. Its pronouncements were not mere predictions, they were catalysts that set in motion events that would define an era. Pilgrims, kings and commoners alike, undertook arduous journeys, traversing treacherous terrains and braving the elements, to reach Delphi and seek the oracle's counsel. They came from every corner of the Greek world, driven by a thirst for knowledge, and a desire to understand the will of the gods. Upon arrival, they endured elaborate rituals and offered sacrifices, hoping to appease the gods and gain access to the sacred chamber where the Pythia resided. The air would be thick with incense and anticipation as they prepared to receive the divine message. The Pythia, a woman chosen for her spiritual sensitivity and connection to the divine, was the priestess who channeled the gods' words, acting as a vessel for Apollo's prophecies. Her role was both revered and feared, for she held the power to reveal the future, but also to unleash its consequences. Seated above a fissure in the earth, from which intoxicating vapors were said to rise, the Pythia entered a trance, her mind open to the divine, her body trembling with the weight of the god's presence. In this altered state, she uttered cryptic prophecies, often delivered in riddles and ambiguous pronouncements that required careful interpretation. These pronouncements were then meticulously transcribed and translated into verse by the priests of the temple, who sought to decipher the hidden meaning behind the Pythia's words. These ambiguous messages, fraught with double meanings and veiled allusions, could spark wars between rival city-states, or inspire the founding of new cities and colonies, shaping the political landscape of the ancient world. But the oracle's pronouncements always left room for interpretation, and ultimately for individual responsibility. The burden of choice rested upon those who sought its guidance. A classic example is the story of King Croesus, who, before embarking on a war against Persia, sought the oracle's advice. The oracle cryptically replied that if he attacked Persia, a great empire would fall. Emboldened by this prophecy, Croesus launched his attack, only to be decisively defeated and lose his own kingdom. The empire that fell was his own. Beyond its influence on political and military affairs, the oracle's pronouncements extended to matters of law, ethics, and diplomacy, providing a moral compass for Greek society. This multifaceted influence solidified Delphi's position as a powerful cultural and political center, attracting visitors and dignitaries from across the ancient world. Its enigmatic wisdom forced leaders to engage in deep introspection, weighing the potential consequences of their actions and considering the long-term implications of their decisions. In this way, the Oracle of Delphi played a pivotal role in shaping not only individual decisions but also the collective destiny of the Greek people. Even after its voice faded into the annals of history, silenced by the rise of new empires and the decline of ancient beliefs, the legend of Delphi endures, a testament to the enduring power of myth and the human fascination with the unknown. It remains a powerful symbol of faith, ambiguity, and the universal human longing for guidance in a world filled with uncertainty. The oracle's legacy serves as a timeless reminder that sometimes the answers we seek are as complex and multifaceted as the questions we dare to ask. In their quest to understand the future, the Greeks learned the importance of critical thinking, careful interpretation, and the courage to make difficult choices. And so, Delphi's spirit lives on, not just in the ruins of its ancient temples, but in our own ongoing search for meaning and purpose in the world around us. In Egypt, the Nile's annual flood was life itself, a source of sustenance and prosperity, and its precise timing was meticulously foretold by the appearance of the star Sirius. The heliacal rising of Sirius, its first visible appearance, signaled the start of the flood. It also marked the new year, anchoring the Egyptian calendar and the vital agricultural cycle. Priests and astronomers tracked the movements of the stars with remarkable precision and dedication, integrating sophisticated observatories directly into the very fabric of temple architecture. This perceived cosmic order powerfully reinforced the pharaoh's authority and legitimacy, and strengthened the people's unwavering faith in a divinely ordained harmony. These celestial predictions govern not just the timing of farming, but also the scheduling of important festivals and significant state ceremonies. Egypt's dedicated stargazing priests skillfully turned practical observation into the very foundation of their religion, their system of governance, and their vibrant culture. Their enduring legacy clearly demonstrates how science and spirituality can profoundly shape a civilization. The Maya of Mesoamerica mastered time, seeing it as a web of sacred cycles. Their astronomers built observatories and developed complex calendars, the Zolkin, Hab, and Long Count, to predict celestial events and guide every aspect of life. Eclipses, Venus cycles, and solstices were forecast with stunning accuracy, shaping rituals, coronations, and wars. Kings who commanded these cycles were seen as divine intermediaries. Farmers relied on the calendars for planting and harvest. Birth dates determined destinies. Temples and pyramids aligned with astronomical events, blending science, religion, and power. For the Maya, understanding the cosmos meant understanding their place in it. Their legacy is a society where time, science, and faith were inseparable. In ancient Israel, prophecy took a different form: direct messages from a single, all-powerful God. Prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah were not fortune-tellers but reformers, delivering urgent calls for justice and faith. Their visions and speeches challenged kings and inspired the people, often at great personal risk. Prophecies were clear: if the nation strayed, disaster would follow; if it repented, hope would return. These messages, recorded in sacred texts, became the moral backbone of a people. Unlike ambiguous oracles, Israelite prophecy emphasized choice and responsibility. The future could be changed by human action. This idea shifted the focus from fate to ethics, influencing Western thought for millennia. The prophet's legacy is a call to shape the future through justice and faith. Ancient prediction methods were more than superstition. They were engines of innovation, blending science, religion, and governance. From Babylonian astronomy to Delphic riddles and Egyptian calendars, these systems gave people agency and order. They spurred record-keeping, critical thinking, and practical solutions to life's uncertainties. The questions that drove ancient seers are the same we ask today. How can we prepare for what's next? Our tools have changed, but the impulse is the same. We forecast, model, and search for patterns. The story of ancient foresight is the story of humanity's quest for knowledge and control. By studying their world, we see our own anxieties and hopes reflected across time. The quest to know tomorrow is, and always has been, at the heart of what it means to be human.